Okay, hello everyone. Welcome in the second meeting of Introduction to Linguistics. Like what we have talked before, that some of the general linguistics will be shared today. Yeah, one of them is about the mosaics of language. What is it? Why it is important? We need to know about the mosaics of language. Wait for a minute. Yeah. This is important because if we study about language, we cannot take it apart from the geography. Yeah, the location, the historical things, and the geography itself relate with the language. It provides some cultural groups. Then those groups are the user of the language. So that's important to know about the mosaic of the language. Then like we know that language is the system or science, yeah, like what Ferdinand de Saussure shared to us about language and parole, yeah. Nowadays there are more than 60,000 languages, yeah, and then of course more than those are spoken today, yeah. Then what is dialect? Dialect is related with language. Dialect is the variant form of a language that haven't lost mutual comprehension. Yeah, that's why a speaker of an English can understand the various dialect of the language. Like for you boys, if you like football and you have watched kind of interview from the Londoners, maybe the footballers from London, it will be different, yeah, from the Liverpool, Birmingham, yeah, Stockholm, and uh, some other cities there because it's about dialect. Like in Japanese language, yeah, the dialect between the Japanese language itself is different, yeah. For example, me, yeah, from Yogyakarta, and then from Purwokerto, it will be different, yeah. One is called by Angapak, one is called by Bandek, for example. So that's a dialect. You need to know about that. Then in other words about Pidgin and Creole. What is Pidgin? Yeah, you can take a look on the universal in the David Crystal book. Yeah, the Encyclopedia of the Languages. Pidgin is served as the purpose of commerce and then has a small vocabulary. First, it create those language. Yeah, started from meet between, for example, here Papua, New Guinea, and then English Ciri Pidgin language. Jadi ada bermacam-macam bahasa bertemu di situ ya. Pertama, lalu dia menjadi Creole. It becomes Creole. It spoken generation by generation and form a more stable language. Ya. Then the other one, after we know about Pidgin, Creole, we need to know about lingua franca. Ya, what is lingua franca? Like in Nusantara, ya, Indonesia, ya, the language that is used overwide, ya, where it's not the mother tongue. Jadi dulu Melayu itu bukan, it's not the mother tongue, but it used for the commerce, ya, situation between several places in Yogyakarta. Yeah, like in this picture, Jambu Paradise Mall. It is small in one of the country in Kenya, yeah, in Africa, in Kenya. This is a place where some languages meet, yeah, like Swahili and English. Yeah, this lingua franca facilitate communication among, yeah, some tribes. Bantu, Nilotic, Cushitic, they use this. Jadi, do you got the understanding about what is lingua franca? Yeah, you can read more in your material later on. That's why. But in the sociolinguistic, it indicates that English shows a high social status. Ya, jadi about what that about levels, yeah, in the society. Now, after knowing about the mosaic of language in general, yeah, language and parole, we will see about linguistic culture region. Ya, one of them is isoglossis. Nah, apa itu? Ini seperti batas ya antar bahasa. Ya, we have this sample. We call it by La Spezia Rimini. This is the border refers to isogloss that differ northern Italy with the southern Italy. Ya, kalau suka sepak bola tahu ya, di utara itu ada there is a Turin, Torino, ya, something like that. It's different with Roma, for example, Cagliari, something like that. This border of language called by isoglossis. Sorry. This is the individual word usage of pronunciation. That's why this shows a different dialect, ya, or different language. Nah, ini salah satu pemetaan juga related with the mosaic of language. This based on the research. Jadi ada research popular term used. Ini ada mapping ya isoglossis antara beberapa tempat in the USA ya that refer soda ya into pop, coke, and soda or others. Jadi itu ada isoglossis di sini. Nah ini both of the picture shows the sample of isoglossis. Okay, this is also isoglossis in our surrounding ya di Jawa ini. We have dialect Banten dialect, we have Sunda Kulonan, Sunda Lor, dialect Sunda Kidulan, and then we have Kulon Tengah and other. Ya, till Madura ya. The Maduranese will have a different dialect with Eastern Java. Jadi memang satu tempat biasanya beberapa orang ya menempati wilayah di Surabaya dan lain, tapi they use Maduranese dialect. Okay, those just a sample in the reality ya. Okay, you can read it ya. Several samples here. This is in Colombia and Ecuador. Okay, we skip it. Yeah, this is the other important thing about the mosaic of language. Ini disebut ya language family ya of the world. Jadi rumpun bahasa ya di dunia ini. Ada dua gambar ya seperti ini Pak. We cannot show it in the one full screen. That's why I divided into two. And you can also take a look and in the Encyclopedia of Language by David Crystal ya. You can download it in a Google ya. Just type it and then you can have the thick book of Encyclopedia of Languages. Ya, itu ada pembagian bahasa seperti ini, rumpun-rumpun bahasa ya. That's why your assignment later on to know a simple sample about family of the languages ya. Salah satunya yang ingin kita bahas beberapa ya karena we have a limited time. Kalau Indonesia itu masuk rumpun bahasa apa? Sama Inggris. Ya, you can guess it. Ya, we have it. For example, here the purple one. This is one languages, sub languages ya, sampai ini Madagaskar, Formosa, Thailand ya, sorry part of Thailand, dan Tagalog, then part of Papua. Ya, this is called by Austronesia. Ya, Austronesian language. How about English? Ya, English. English is Indo-European language. Di sini nanti bisa dilihat secara penuh ya di rumpun cabang-cabang rumpun bahasa. Oke, kita akan singgung sedikit ya the Indo-European language like what we have talked before ya. This is the largest, most widespread family. Ini dari mana ke mana ya? Ini dari Eropa sampai ke Asia ya, Rusia sampai ke Amerika. Karena ada subfamily-nya, Roman, Slavic, Germanic, Indic, Celtic, and Iranic. Ya, nanti ada sub-subnya lagi ya. Seperti masuk ke Italia itu bahasa apa? Germanic ya. Till English. Ya, itu jadi English till from the broader aspect of language family, it's Germanic, then broader part of language is Indo-European. Jadi kita tahu bahasa Inggris itu masuk rumpun bahasa apa saja. Ya, that's why the 7 Indo-European tongues are among the top 10 language spoken in the world. Karena seperti bahasa Spanyol ya, bahasa Inggris itu digunakan banyak di dunia ini. Then the other big language family is the Afro-Asiatic family. Ya, you can read it for a while. Ini masuk ke Semitic dan Hamitic. Apa itu ya? Semitic itu area di daerah Sungai Tigris dan Efrat ya, sampai ke Afrika, sampai ke Atlantik. Nah itu. Nah, you can also see it. Salah satunya bahasa Arab, bahasa Hebrew ya, that family. Lalu singkat ya, ada ini some other major languages, the Niger-Congo family, dan Altai, Uralic, dan we have, nah this is like Indo-European ya, kita akan bahas ini Austronesian language family. Most remarkable language family in the term of distribution, karena penyebarannya sangat luas ya, this very large distribution. Ini ada sampai ke Polynesian ya. Nah, salah satunya ada the largest single language in this family is Indonesian. Ini data saat itu ya, sekarang pasti lebih ya, 270 million speakers. Karena berarti Indonesia termasuk rumpun bahasa apa? Austronesia. Ya, oke. There are Sino-Tibetan, then Japanese Korean language family, Austro-Asiatic family, ya. You can see it later on. Beberapa ini bersinggungan dengan Indo-European sama Austronesian ya. Karena ini ada di beberapa ditemukan di Asia ya, Vietnam, Kamboja, Thailand, dan yeah, this picture is a sample of a very complex languages used in London. Ya, di London itu lihat ada beberapa bahasa yang dipakai ya, ditunjukkan dari korannya. Because London is multicultural city. Ya. That's why in certain places right now the geographical mapping is not quite valid anymore. Why? Because we have technology. We have kind of what is that? Changing of the place in certain time ya. Jadi rumpun bahasa itu sekarang kalau dengan geografi itu sedikit menyebar ya, sedikit bias ya. Tetapi asal usulnya kita tahu dan penyebarannya. Ya, we need to know about the origin, also the widespread of the language itself. Nah, itu penting untuk diketahui. Oke, karena salah satunya ya ada banyak imigran. Nah, apalagi di Eropa. In the Europe we have found that many immigrants currently ya. Itu mempengaruhi apa? Salah satunya bahasa. Ya. Oke. The other major language family ini yang beberapa ya. Croatian, Dravidian, yang dekat dengan kita ini Papuan, Kaukasik ya. Ini sedikit Basque. Not this is if you know Barcelona ya. Ini salah satu daerah di sana ya yang menggunakan bahasa ini. Kenapa sampai sekarang ada konflik ya within Spain and Basque people there. One want an independent country emerge in that place ya karena mereka merasa berbeda bangsa. Okay, but that's okay. Nah, that is about the mapping of the language in general. Singkat saja, I want you to read more about language in the world. Salah satunya ya tentang David Crystal's book Encyclopedia of Language. Please download it. This is your task ya. It's very thick, but you can start read in each part ya for a while because that's the basic of linguistic. Walaupun kita tidak berkutat ke linguistik umum, tetapi ini penting sebagai pengantar ya. So you know about the what is the dead language? Bahasa kok bisa mati? Ada bahasa yang mati atau dead language. Ada yang isolated language. Ada yang of course now ya the normal language that is still active cultivated by the users, spoken by million people ada juga. So that basic understanding about language you can see in the Encyclopedia of Language. Your assignment is download that language, of course, with watching this video. Okay, thank you very much. I'm sure that you have several questions about it. You can text in the group, but please read first. Kita harus meningkatkan literasi karena tanpa membaca itu we cannot know the window of the word. One of them, yeah, the word of linguistic itself. Happy reading, happy watching the video. We have got several things about linguistics in general, why it is important, why it's related with the geography. Oh, started with isogloss, yeah, language itself, dialect. We have Pidgin and Creole, then we have the language that spread out, yeah, and used by many people in this world, ya, ada mapping tentang rumpun bahasa sampai tadi ke ini ya, terakhir ke rumpun-rumpun bahasanya itu sendiri. Oke, thank you very much. See you again in the next meeting. Goodbye.